Heart. There we go. Just I wanna let you know, we are real happy about what you're doing for us. The service was wonderful, wonderful. We um we got a special gift for you.
Oh, for me?
Yes, we got a special gift.
My birthday.
It's not your birthday, but we wanna give you like a little tip on it. Only what you need to do is you need to pull it out.
Pull it out.
And that way you are going to find out what it is.
All right.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Pull.
1, 2, 3.
Hard. There we go.
Wow, Merry Christmas! Thanks so much.
No, Jonathan, thank you very much for what you're doing for us. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your help, okay?
Old School Will is back at it again, folks. Okay, for a moment, let's stop scrolling, and Old School just wants to ask y'all a question. If you ever booked a cruise and felt like the final bill didn't look anything like the price you saw advertised, well, this video is for you. Today we're talking about cruise gratuities. And before anybody jumps into the comments, let me say this right up front. This is not an attack on the crew. I respect the crew. I've cruised enough to see the long hours they work. I've seen cabin stewards cleaning rooms from early morning until late in the evening. I've seen dining room staff running from table to table, trying to keep everybody happy. I've seen bartenders dealing with thousands of passengers during a 7-day cruise. The crew works hard. They earn their money. My issue is not with the crew. My issue is with the system. Because somewhere along the way, the cruise industry stopped making the price the price. Now, let me ask you something. How many times have you looked at a cruise advertisement and thought you found a great deal? Maybe a 7-day cruise for $600. Maybe an 8-day cruise for $700. Maybe a balcony cabin that looked like a bargain. Then you start clicking through the booking process. Suddenly there are port fees, government taxes, travel insurance, Wi-Fi packages, drink packages, specialty dining. And don't forget about those excursions. And then those daily gratuities. By the time you get to the final screen, that bargain cruise doesn't look nearly as attractive as it did when you first saw the advertisement. And that's where many cruisers get frustrated, especially seniors, retirees, people on fixed incomes, because every dollar matters. Now let's talk about the numbers. Over the last several years, cruise lines have steadily increased gratuities. Carnival has raised them. Royal Caribbean has raised them. Norwegian, Princess, Celebrity, MSC has adjusted theirs as well. The trend is clear. The amount keeps going up. Today, many passengers are paying somewhere between $16 and $25 per person per day, depending on the cruise line and cabin category.
Damn!
Now, that may not sound like much at first, but let's do some old school math. Let's say you're a family of 4. You take that 7-day cruise. The gratuity rate is $18 per day. That's $18. 4 people equals $72 every day. Multiply that by 7 days, that comes out to $504. $504, think about that for a second.
serious?
A family can easily spend more than $500 in gratuities before they even buy a drink package, Wi-Fi package, that shore excursion, or that steakhouse dinner, or all those souvenirs. Folks, that's real money. And that's why passengers are asking questions. Now, some people will say, old school, that's how the crew gets paid. But here's my question. If gratuities are essential to employee compensation, then why aren't they included in the advertised cruise fare? Why isn't the cruise line simply telling customers the true cost of the cruise from the beginning? Because that's what most businesses do. When you go to a hotel, you know the room rate. When you buy an airline ticket, you know the ticket price. When you buy a car, you know the price before you sign the paperwork. So why should cruising be different? Why are passengers expected to calculate another several $100s after they've already booked? That's the question. Now, let me tell you what I personally do. On my last 2 cruises aboard the Carnival Jubilee, I got up early one morning and went down to guest services. I requested that the automatic gratuities be removed. There was no argument, no confrontation, no drama. The staff was very professional. The process was easy. Now, before somebody gets upset, let me explain. I travel differently than many people. Most of the time, I cruise solo. I don't drink. I don't spend much time in the dining room. I'm a pretty simple cruiser, but I do appreciate good service. So after removing the automatic gratuities, I personally tip my cabin steward. And I tip more than the automatic amount would have cost me, because that cabin steward was a person making the biggest difference in my cruise experience. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling anybody to remove their gratuities. I'm simply telling you what I chose to do. Everybody has to make their own decision. Now, let's talk about another side of this issue. Many passengers believe cruise lines are using gratuities as a way to advertise lower fares. And whether you agree or disagree, you can understand why people feel that way. If a cruise is advertised at one price, but costs several $100s more after mandatory charges, people naturally feel like they didn't get the full picture. Now, that's where trust starts to become an issue. Passengers want transparency. Passengers want that honesty. And passengers want to know exactly what they're paying before they pull out their credit card. And honestly, I don't think that's an unreasonable request. Now let's talk about the crew for a moment, because sometimes the crew gets caught in the middle of this debate. The crew didn't create the gratuity system. The crew didn't decide how compensation would be structured. The crew didn't set the daily rates, yet somehow they become the target of passenger frustration. And that's not fair either. The crew deserves respect. The crew deserves appreciation, and they deserve fair compensation. Which brings me back to the cruise lines. Yeah, old school is letting loose today. Maybe it's time for the industry to rethink this entire system. Maybe gratuities should simply be included in the fare. Maybe every cruise line should clearly show passengers exactly where that money goes. Maybe passengers would be more accepting if there were greater transparency. Because right now, many people feel like they're paying unknown salaries through a process they don't fully understand. And when people don't understand where their money is going, frustration grows. Now, let's look at the future. Cruise fares are increasing. Drink packages are increasing. Internet packages are increasing. Specialty dining prices are increasing. And gratuities continue to increase as well. At some point, the industry has to ask itself a very important question. How much is too much? Because eventually, passengers begin to push back. Eventually, families start looking at alternative vacations. Eventually, retirees start saying the value isn't what it used to be, or is it worth it anymore? And that should concern every cruise line, because cruising became popular partly because people felt they were getting a great value for their money. If that perception disappears, the industry could have a big problem. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you leave the automatic gratuities on your account? Do you remove them? Do you tip extra? Do you believe gratuities should be included in the cruise fare? Or do you believe the current system works just fine? Now drop those thoughts in the comments below, because Old School wants to know what you think about this topic. Now, it's okay for us to disagree or agree. We can, though, disagree respectfully. At the end of the day, I think most of us want the same thing: fair treatment for passengers, fair compensation for crew members, and honest pricing from cruise line. My position is simple: pro-crew, pro-passenger, anti-hidden fees. Make the price the price. Show people exactly what they're paying. Let passengers reward exceptional service with additional tips if they choose. And let's stop making customers feel surprised when they see the final bill. That's my take. Now, cruising or cruise lines is a multi-billion-dollar corporation today. Do you think it's fair also for us to pay employees' salaries? And if that's the case, why are cruise corporations making billions of dollars if they can't pay their employees? Well, Old School is back at it again. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell to see upcoming events, and share this video with your fellow cruisers. And until next time, y'all stay blessed.